letting us speak and recognizing some of our great administrators. We are truly blessed in this community, and we're blessed as a school district for great support. I brag all the time that we're the perfect example how a community should support a school district. And because of that, we're one of the best school districts in the state of Texas. We feel that support from our teachers, we feel it from the business, and certainly the community. So we are certainly blessed in so many ways. And we're blessed with great administrators. And there's a tremendous shortage of teachers across the state. There's shortage of all kinds, bus drivers, monitors, and if you're interested in being a monitor or bus driver, just let me know. We'll get you hooked up quick. But the teacher shortage is critical in Texas, which leads to shortage of quality administrators, because a lot of times those teachers become administrators in the future. And so for many years now, we believed in growing our own. And you'll see today that we've grown a lot of great ones from inside our district. All this shifting around and new positions in the district is from 3 changes. We had a retirement, we had one accept in a head principal's position in a different district, and we had one advance to Region 7, get a promotion to Region 7. From all that, we started going through the process, and we did interview outside candidates, and we did hire an outside candidate who could not be here today. But I'm going to just introduce them. They're going to come up. And we're taping this, so they're going to come right here and speak, correct? And they're going to talk a little bit about their role and about how excited they are to work for our school district. And so I'm going to start with Ms. Christy Klaus. Ms. Christy Klaus has been in the district for several years. She left and went to Dripping Springs at one time, and I convinced her to come back. And she's absolutely wonderful. She's been our Director of Special Programs for a few years now. But she's moving to the central office, and she'll be the Director of Federal Programs and Assessment. We're so excited to have her at the central office. Ms. Christy Klaus.
Thank you, Mr. Surratt. And first of all, I want to say thank you for that yummy breakfast. So good. And secondly, I just want to say how much I'm looking forward to this year in my new role. In my new role, I'll be working closely with the curriculum department, with the special programs department, with campus administrators, just to keep working on and continuing the great plan we have already in place for our phenomenal success here in Lindell. I have been the Director of Special Programs, which is special education, here for several years, and I have been inspired by students, their families, the community support, and I'm just going to continue cheering on all of our students and thanking you for your support.
With Ms. Klaus's advancement, we needed a Director of Special Programs. And Ms. Megan Stanley has been working hand in hand with Ms. Klaus for the last couple years. And Ms. Stanley's got a great story, just got a great heart, and she is going to be our new Director of Special Programs. Ms. Megan Stanley.
Thank you so much for having us today. I am so excited to be in this new position and to continue to work with our students with disabilities and their families, and also support our teachers. We've had an awesome summer of professional development, just working together with them, and so it's going to be an awesome year.
Many of you may have known Ms. Jane Sylvie was the Director of Curriculum. She retired this year, and she had worked. She was a half-time position, then we had an Associate Curriculum Director, and we lost both of them. But fortunately, we had been training this person for many years to move up to be the Director of Curriculum. And she is actually the Director of the Secondary Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Candace Weidman.
Good morning. Actually, I am the Director of the Early Childhood through 6th grade curriculum, and so that is my world. I've taught 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I've been at E.J. Mons for several years, so now I get to come alongside teachers and help and support them with the curriculum instruction. And this summer I got to jump right in, because that's when we do all of our training for teachers is in the summer, so feet first. Curriculum, instruction, materials, all the things that go on in the summertime. And so it's been such a great experience to just a different role of helping and supporting teachers instead of the busyness of being a principal, which is so busy. It's such a huge undertaking. That's the other thing I'm so excited about, is now I get to come alongside and help and support them. Our principals are great leaders, but they are exceptional instructional leaders. And so I know how hard it is to be a campus principal, assistant principal, and so I really look forward just to being able to help and support them continue the successes on their campuses. So thank you.
Did I say secondary, Candace?
You did.
Yeah, elementary. She was an elementary teacher, elementary principal, so it makes it appropriate to be an elementary curriculum director. With Miss Weidman, been at E.J. Moss for several years, assistant principal, and then as the principal, lead principal for that big campus, about 970 students. We were able to promote Mr. David French. Mr. French has been with the district several years, was a teacher coach here before, brought him back as an assistant principal, done a fantastic job there, and we're excited about his leadership at E.J. Moss. Mr. David French.
So the old coach and the teacher in me, I'd always heard in the coach's office, you never want to be a coach who ascends to a head position by following a legend. You always want to be the guy who follows the guy who was the legend. But here I am trying to follow Mrs. Weidman in her footsteps. She's been a mainstay at E.J. Moss for a while. I was able to be there with her for 2 years and learn under her. I'm really excited about that. Even before we knew that she was going to be promoted and given that position, she and I were working really closely with our other assistant principal to build a really strong team. I'm excited about it. I feel like every single person that we've hired this year has been as strong of a candidate, if not equally or even better of a teacher. So I'm really looking forward to this year. We've worked really hard to set E.J. Moss up for a year of success, and it's going to be a great year. Thank y'all.
With Mr. French's promotion, we actually promoted Miss Kylie Prudhomme. Ms. Prudhomme comes from College Street Elementary, a great assistant principal there. She'll be over at E.J. Moss and be a building. E.J. Moss is kind of special. It's 970 students, and it used to be 2 campuses, 2 buildings, the old high school and the old junior high. We've combined them for one campus. So it's a unique setup, and so these principals are more like building principals. So Miss Kylie Prudhomme.
Good morning. Yes, I've been at College Street with Ashley Smith the last 2 years, and it was wonderful. And I'm super blessed. I came from Tyler, and my best 2 years, I would say, out of education has been here in Lindale. So super excited about my next journey and what that's going to be. My last years of being in the classroom was 4th grade, so I sort of know what the upper looks like a little bit too. So excited about E.J. Moss. Yes, Miss Weidman has left a great legacy there, and so I know personally I have big shoes to fill, and I'm excited to be right alongside Mr. French, so it's going to be a great year.
With Miss Prudhomme's move to E.J. Moss Intermediate, we had a position at College Street Elementary, assistant principal there. And so we did a big search, interviewed several people, but the outstanding candidate was Mr. Stephen Hitt. Mr. Hitt comes from the high school science teacher, outstanding science teacher, great with building relationship with kids and families. So just true professionalism all the way through. So we're excited about how he's going to grow as a leader. Mr. Stephen Hitt.
Thank you for that. Nice suit, by the way.
Thank you.
As he said, I've been at the secondary level for about 12 years. And so 6 years of this has been at Lindale. And so moving to the elementary school, a little bit of a difference the moment you walk in that door, going from secondary to elementary. But luckily, I'm with a great, I'm fortunate for just a great leadership team. I think I ask Ashley about 1 million questions a day. And I call Kylie, I don't know, once or twice a day, like, hey, what do I do? and everybody's been great. But really, the backbone of this community is the community. Y'all really make us what we are, and everybody that's been up here has mentioned that, and it really does shine. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm really excited to be down with the elementary kids.
Think how awesome that is. He's been at high school with those knuckleheads, and he gets to go down and love on those little kids. You know, things like she's touching me or he poked me or something. It's gonna be a tough job. This year, we're very fortunate. Our early childhood center has not had an assistant principal. So most of the years, around 500 students, and we has not had an assistant principal. So we almost pulled the trigger a couple years ago. This year, we have that opportunity to do that. So we added an assistant principal at the ECC campus. And those are 3 through 5 year olds basically, and they turn 6 during the year. And so you can imagine having 500 of those little kids around. And I don't know why we haven't had an assistant principal. Poor leadership on my part, I think. But we have found a great one. Miss Christy Bays has been in the district several years. Has been an outstanding teacher. And she was an intervention teacher. And then she went on to be a campus counselor. Has just done a great job at every row, and there's no doubt she's going to be a phenomenal assistant principal at ECC. Mr. Christy Bates.
Good morning. Thank you for having us here today. It was a great breakfast. I am very excited about being the assistant principal at ECC. I think that is an important place to be. We set the foundation for kids to learn their social skills, their academics, and so I'm excited to be a part of that. Glendale is excellent at teaching the academics, and we're really good at sports, but also I think we are the very, very best at teaching kids how to teach them the whole child, teach everything. Social skills, emotional skills, academics, and sports. I think we are the best. So I look forward to this opportunity.
Well, you can see with these dynamic leaders, these great administrators, how easy my job is. And I'll take any question this time about the school district, if anybody's got a question about the school district. And I'll go ahead and let a secret out. The school board voted last night to set the tax rate, to advertise the tax rate. They'll officially adopt it. They're going to cut the tax rate 6.6 cents this year. Cut it 10 cents last year, so that's almost 17 cents in 2 years. And we are scheduled to have about a 5 to 8 cent tax cut next year. So good things are happening at the school district, and good things are happening for our taxpayers.